The Board of Mayor and Aldermen, City of Fayetteville, Tennessee. This is our regular monthly meeting, May 14th, 2024. Tonight we have with us for the prayer is our Parks and Recs Director, Nathan Browning. And also saying the pledge tonight is his daughter, Piper Browning. She is a 6th grader at South Lincoln School. If you guys will come forward. And audience, please stand.
Let us pray. Most gracious Heavenly Father God, we thank you for this day. We thank you for this time, Lord, the air that are in our lungs, the breath that you give us. We thank you for the opportunity to come here tonight, Lord, to do the work of this great city of Fayetteville. We thank you for the people here who are representing. Lord God, we thank you for those who serve to protect us, no matter how young or how old. We thank you for them. We ask a special blessing upon them and their families. Lord God, as we go forward tonight, may we do the business in your holy name. May we work to strive to provide examples for others. We thank you for everything that you have done for us, everything that you are doing now, and everything that you're going to do. Bless this time. Keep us safe as we travel home. Forgive us where we fail you. It's in your name I pray. Amen.
Amen. Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. At this time, it's the adoption of the agenda, and I would like to ask the permission of the board to move item BB, which is the last item on the agenda. If we could move that in between item number 6 and item number 7. Are there any objections? Okay. Next, we'll move to the regular monthly meeting minutes of April the 9th, 2024. Board, you have these in your package. Are there any corrections to the minutes? If not, these minutes will stand as presented. There was no one that signed up for public comments for tonight's meeting, so we'll move on to item BB. And tonight with us, this is a proclamation for the Tennessee Kids Belong, and we have with us Miss Amanda Griffin. If you will come forward, please. This is the City of Fayetteville proclamation, whereas the aim of the Tennessee Kids Belong is to change the experience and the outcome of children in foster care. And whereas Tennessee Kids Belong aims to make all 95 counties in Tennessee foster-friendly communities. And whereas Tennessee Kids Belong empowers people to recognize that regardless of one's occupation, skill set, life stage, one has the unique ability and opportunity to impact lives of children in foster care. And whereas together we can provide every single foster family the wraparound support of their community, from meeting their tangible needs to their own employers and local businesses supporting their journey. And whereas together we commit to ensure every child 28 as of April 2024 in Lincoln County has a home and they have a sense of belonging. Now therefore, I, Donna Hartman, Mayor of the City of Fayetteville, do proclaim May as Foster Care Awareness Month in Fayetteville, Tennessee, and urge all citizens to support Tennessee Kids Belong and become foster friendly. And be it further resolved that Mayor Donna Hartman is committed to be continued support of the Tennessee Kids Belong and their efforts to end the crisis for kids in foster care. Thank you so much. Then we will move to the oath of office. This is for our police officers. New officers, if you'll come forth, Chief Pendergrass and Officer Amanda Rutherford, Lane Petrie, Patrick Bradford, Gordon Haynes, and Jeff Becker. You guys, if you will, move to the center and kind of face the audience so everyone can see you. And Chief, you get in there with them. Just don't trip over the wire. Okay, I will now, if you will raise your right hand, I will swear you into office. I state your name.
I, Gordon Haynes,
Do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I am duly qualified,
that I am duly qualified,
according to the Constitution and the laws of this state,
according to the Constitution and the laws of this state,
to exercise the duties of the office
to exercise the duties of the office
to which I have been appointed,
to which I have been appointed,
and that I will do my best of my ability,
that I will do to the best of my ability,
discharge the duties thereof,
discharge the duties thereof,
and preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the state of Tennessee
preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the state of Tennessee
and the United States of America.
and the United States of America.
I further swear or affirm
I further swear or affirm
that I will enforce the ordinances of the city of Fayetteville
that I will enforce the ordinances of the city of Fayetteville
and the laws of the state of Tennessee,
and the laws of the state of Tennessee,
protect the life and property of its citizens,
protect the life and property of its citizens,
and I will diligently seek to detect crime
and I will diligently seek to detect crime,
and to apprehend perpetrators of crime,
to apprehend perpetrators of crime,
that I will ever be mindful of the trust that has been placed in me
and will ever be mindful of the trust that has been placed in me
by the citizens of the city of Fayetteville,
by the citizens of the city of Fayetteville,
and will make every effort to live up to that trust.
and will make every effort to live up to that trust.
Thank you, and welcome to the board. Thank you.
Madam Mayor, if I can say just one thing for these new recruits that are coming on, or not recruits, but for this police officer. Is that okay?
Sure.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all so very, very much for the commitment that you're fixing to make for the city of Fayetteville. I've actually worked a couple calls with some of y'all, and I can tell you it's just been a wonderful experience to be able to know that we have people such as yourselves coming out and helping and doing the things that you're doing for the city. I know I won't say any names, but unfortunately myself, I've been pulled over by one of y'all, and got a pretty lengthy ticket there, but and that was my fault. But I'm so glad to see you guys and gals making a commitment to the city of Fayetteville, where we can all try to work and do things great together, and that's what's going to make us all succeed. So thank y'all for y'all's commitment, and I really do appreciate it. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we have Fire Chief Davey Bergman, who is presenting a Citizen Life Saving Award presentation.
Thank you, Mayor. Before we start, I want to give a little backstory. It was a Monday on April afternoon. We got a report of a structure fire. When the fire crews got there, it was heavy fire from the structure. And when I was notified and I got on scene, I was having an interview with the owner, and when she told me the story, my heart sank. She told me that after working long hours and having to take care of the kids, taken to a dentist office, she said she fell asleep on her couch, and yet that she was being woken up by her son saying, "Mommy, mommy, mommy," and when she knew it, her house was on fire. And when that happened, I just looked at her and I said, "Mommy, that boy saved your life." And she said, "You're right, she did." So I'd like to call Mr. Zarian Clark up. He is 5 years old. He is a student at arts, or Rapassey. And what I sat here and thought along what I was going to give him, and what I'm giving him is a challenge coin. And this challenge coin is what our firefighters work for. They have to be with the fire department for 3 years. They have to be fully certified to the firefighter 2 level, and they have to give one charitable donation to their choice. And I said, you know what? If our firefighters can carry this coin around, Mr. Clark can carry it around as well.
Absolutely.
Here's your coin, buddy. Give me 5. You deserve it, buddy.
Thank you, Chief. Tonight with us, we have the Fayetteville Lincoln County Chamber of Commerce, Director Carolyn Denton.
Good evening. Thank you for allowing me to be here tonight. I'll be very brief since you all have a very long agenda tonight. Our Student Advisory Board has had their final meeting of the school year. We met at FPU with a tour and had graduation. They raised $594 for the penny drive for Junior's House, and Anna Neal won the $500 scholarship for the Student Advisory Board. Want to remind you about Music in the Park. It will be the third Thursday, May through August. Strangers with Friends will be kicking us off this Thursday night on the 16th at 6:30. We appreciate the city and the Parks and Rec Department for their help in partnering with us on this. We will have food trucks, so we'd love to have everybody come out and enjoy some good music. Tee Off for Progress, our annual golf tournament, will be on June the 14th at Pebble Creek. We have some great prizes, and we'll have prize money in first and second place for 2 flights. The hole-in-one sponsor this year is Fayetteville Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. You can call the chamber to sign up for that, and our spring community guide should be ready in a couple weeks, so we're excited to get that in everybody's hands. My report.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And next, we'll have President Joseph Faulkner from the Fayetteville Main Street.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Good evening, Board. We've had a busy back-to-back event these past 3 months. First, I want to recognize our dedicated board and volunteers for all the hours they put in to make this community great. This is not a one-man show or one-woman show. It takes a lot of volunteers to make these events go. So we finally got our accreditation flow down to us from the state of Tennessee and Main Street America. Being accredited, Main Street program allows our program, the city and the county, to be eligible for certain grants and also receive additional points on grant applications, which is a huge benefit to the city. Our Youth Leaders Council closed out the year with a luncheon with their parents. Our council accumulated over 200 service hours throughout the school year. Our $500 scholarship was awarded to Tamara Maston of Fayetteville City High School. We also gave 2 additional scholarships this year, $250 to Hannah Cannon of LCHS and $250 to Syra Martinez of LCHS as well. Let's see here. One of our big new events this year, the Fayetteville Fashion Brunch, happened. The event showcased over 30 different businesses from all over Lincoln County, from the fashion vendors, tablescapes, models, and food. We're able to also raise $500 for the museum with a silent auction item of an original Serban doll. The event highlighted current fashions from merchants, but also tied into Fayetteville's histories with the textile industry. Of course, our Slauberger Festival happened. over 60 vendors and almost 10,000 visitors to the square during the Smallburger Festival. We haven't gotten our final P&L statement, but we're on track to net 33% more than last year's festival, even though we offered much more entertainment activities than last year. And our board is committed to making this event better each year. And from the data we see more visitors year over year, thus increasing the economic impact to our downtown. But we'd like to thank our sponsors, of course, the fire department, Public Works, and police for helping to make the event a success. And as you know, First Saturdays are going on during the summer. In April, we had approximately 4,100 attendees to the square, and in May, that grew our attendance to 4,400. We're able to have this data now due to the partnership with Placer AI. So we're very proud about that partnership and what data it can provide us for growing our community. We had over 70 vendors at both April and May, and registration opens tomorrow for June, and I actually just got an email, and I think it's already open. So if you'd like to sign up to be a vendor, head over to our website. I don't know if you noticed, but our executive director has been doing a lot of media in Huntsville on all the news stations, and one of those, Brian and Tracy from 105.5 actually issued a challenge for her to mention something funny on there, which was Mr. Potato Head. So now Brian and Tracy are going to be in a dunk tank at our June first Saturday. So, and the money for that dunk tank will be raised for Hands of Mercy, the Humane Society, and then of course our program. We're also planning something very special for our July 1st Saturday to incorporate our Blue Way as well as our Green Way to bring people more downtown. So we're really excited to announce that to you guys upcoming. Finally, on events, we were happy to be asked to partner with the museum for their tablescapes last week. We provided the platform for registration and ticket sales. 10 businesses participated, and we showcased items from over 20 Main Street member businesses on our tables. Over to educational workshops. In March, we hosted 2 of those for small businesses. One was a tourism-focused class open to any small business in Lincoln County. Next was our social media workshop, which was open to members of Main Street. An upcoming educational opportunity for the community to know about is open to all small businesses in Lincoln County. You do not have to be a member of Main Street. It is June 18th, in-person kickoff for a product accelerator program. And we received this grant from Tennessee Placemakers to offer a program for small businesses that produce a product in Lincoln County. The program will provide support to those businesses to grow, be more sustainable, and potentially take their product to the next level in retail. It is an 8-week program, and if you'd like to sign up, just go to our website or call the office. I think that's all I got. Shop small, support local. I'll leave you with that. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer any. If there's any after this, feel free to call me or call the office. All right.
Thank you. Thanks so much. Y'all are doing a lot. Now we'll move to our standing committee reports. First up, we have Chief Davey Bergman.
Thank you, Mayor. For the month of April, 111 calls of service. This included 3 fires, 92 EMS runs, 1 hazardous condition, 8 good intent calls, and 7 false alarms. That's my report.
Thank you, sir. For the police department, Chief Barry Pendergrass.
Thank you, Mayor. For the month of April, the police department responded to 1,002 calls for service. We made 54 arrests, issued 59 citations for 77 different offenses. We worked 32 traffic accidents, 5 of those with injuries. I've also passed out to you a brochure. Commander Jesse Casillas designed this brochure to help us with our recruiting new officers. Outstanding job. He designed it, had it printed, and now we're ready to disseminate it. That's my report.
Thank you, Chief.
Chief, real quick, so are we at full staff now with everybody coming in? Or how are we doing?
All the slots are currently filled. I have 2 that still will have to go through the academy.
Okay.
We're looking to get those. I know one of them's in the July academy. We're trying to get them both into that.
Okay. Good deal. Thanks, man.
Next is the finance department, Director Leonard Garner.
Thank you, Mayor. The local option sales tax for the month of February that would have been received in the month of March was $298,539. That is an increase of 11% over this time last year. The state share sales tax was $63,712. That is actually a 1% decrease. Then occupancy tax was $11,988, and that is a 13% decrease. And I did check with the county, and they are seeing the decrease in occupancy tax as well.
Okay.
And that's my report.
Thank you, Director. Next, we're moving to the Recreation Department, Director Nathan Browning.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Don Davidson, we're hoping to get that process started for the paving down there. Our fishing rodeo for our kids is set for June the 8th. TWRA, Walmart, and Fire Department, Police Department, working together to make that event a success. Our swimming pool opens May 25th. Our fireworks show for the 4th of July presentation will be June 29th at Don Davidson Park. Our tennis courts behind the rec center are underway. They're pressure washing. 4 pickleballs and 1 tennis court with resurfacing is coming very soon. They're out there working today on it, so looking forward to that. Hopefully the first, second week in June. Our homeschool PE is our final session will be this Friday at the Patrick Wellness Center. I'd like to thank them again for allowing us to come in and use their facility. Bingo will be June 3rd for 55 and over. We're trying to get ball games in. The weather is not cooperating. So we're trying to get those finished up with baseball and starting softball as soon as possible. I want to say a big thanks to our maintenance crew. They continue to do a great job keeping the parks looking good. If it's dry, they're cutting. If it's wet, we're trying to cut. So we already had one lawnmower we're trying to get back due to trying to cut some. They got everything looking pretty good. And I'd like to thank Miss Jay Dawes. She is no longer with us as our office coordinator. She did a great job for us for the time she was with us. So a big shout out to her, and we appreciate her. And with that is my report.
Thank you, sir.
Nathan, real quick, man, I know you and I have talked a couple times about, about the fishing rodeo. Believe it or not, I did get in touch with Brandon Lester. He is unfortunately going to be in a fishing tournament. And I tried to get in touch with Mr. Brent Dyer as well, but for some reason these professional fishermen are hard to get in touch with, especially Bill Dance. Try to get in touch with Bill Dance as well to come to the fishing rodeo. If y'all don't know who Brandon Lester is and who Brent Dyer is, they're both from Fayetteville, Lincoln County, and they're all professional fishermen. They are professional fishermen from Lincoln County and Fayetteville. And I think Nathan and I have both reached out to them to try to come to the fishing rodeo to just make an appearance. And unfortunately, being a professional, they unfortunately can't make it. But thank you, Nathan, for the things you've been doing. And if I got any more info with Bill, I'll let you know.
Okay, we're going to move on now to the Public Works Department, Director Jack Williams.
Thank you, Mayor. For the month of April, we did 444 tons of household waste, 253 tons of brush. We're still 3 workers short, and we have 1 out on medical leave, so I'm bragging on the guys for we're still getting it done. And that's my report.
Thank you. Planning and Codes Department, Director Christy Gentry.
Thank you, Mayor. 9 permits were issued in April. The total project valuation was $712,469. The total permit fees were $1,186. 60 property maintenance violations were issued in April. We are approaching peak time for property maintenance, and our property maintenance inspector, Ms. Jill Smith, is working diligently to log the violations and to work to get all of those to come into compliance with our ordinances. The final inspection has been scheduled for the Arby's project, and the Long John Silver's remodel project will be beginning shortly. We are finalizing their paperwork. And then the new T-Mobile building is moving along through construction. So we are happy to see these commercial investments in Fayetteville. And at the April 23rd Planning Commission meeting, 2 minor plats were approved. The Willsbrook Village Phase 2 minor plat and the second re-subdivision of lots 1 and 2 of the Gary Smith subdivision. And then lastly, I've been continuing to work with Nathan and Jack on ADA improvements and getting in the new items for the pool restrooms and admissions area. A lot of these items have been received and will be installed shortly. And that's my report.
Thank you. Okay, now for the city administrator's report, Kevin Owens.
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening, Mayor and Board of Aldermen. My report would be, we did get confirmation over the last couple of days that the scope of service request for the sidewalks will be granted as we did request, so that will cover the northern side of the square. So we did talk with TDOT on Monday, I believe, and that grant has been given to us. So we're very pleased with that. In addition to that, we did submit our notice of intent for the next phase of sidewalks with the multimodal grant. And with that, we will have into July to apply, but we do plan to apply for a second phase to cover some of that part that we had to reshape, in other words. Moving on with the sidewalk project, Mr. Williams and myself have been working daily on that, just to let the public know that we will have a meeting tomorrow at 2:30 for the merchants on the Market Street to prepare them for the sidewalk. We have learned a lot of lessons, so we had a big meeting this morning, and we are preparing to be able to discuss what will happen when they start that project, that side, on June 3rd. As far as the animal control, I know that still remains to be a big concern for many in the public. We have been granted the initial phase from the State Veterinarian Association that will go through the board on the 1st of August, I believe is the date. And after that time, we are hopeful that we will be fully granted authorization as far as animal control. And we have started, and we have beginning to get little contact from MTS as far as the municipal code. We're still trying to get in the chain of when that's going to occur, but we have made contact and continue to hear from them daily, weekly from them. And that concludes my report itself. We have started the transition process, which is hard for the entire office, but we have begun to start interviewing for the replacement of our administration director.
Okay, thank you, Kevin.
Kevin, I'd like to, during the tornadoes and during the inclement weather that we had, thank you for kind of getting us all the information stuff that I know Brian and Tracy were doing a lot on 105.5 and helping out. There were some unfortunate things that happened in Columbia. Somebody unfortunately passed away. It kind of took me back to a year ago, when we had our issues in the city back then. But everything was all fine and dandy, kind of, sort of, with some trees and stuff that fell. But everything was doing fine, and thank you for all that you've done. And Madam Mayor, thank you for all the stuff, and everybody on the board that was informed, and everybody out there that are safe. Thank goodness that it wasn't as bad as it could have been. So thanks, buddy.
And as a reminder, we are still under the weather.
We are right now. I've been getting little things on my phone, so thank you, sir.
Okay, we have no unfinished business, so we will now move to the new business. Item A is a call for the public hearing, and this public hearing will be for the FY 2025 City of Fayetteville budget. This will be June the 11th at 5 o'clock. Do I have a motion to set this hearing?
Move to approve.
Second.
Motion by Alderman Allen, second by Alderman Painter. Is there any discussion? Pam, we call the vote.
Mr. Alder?
Aye.
Ms. Allen? Aye. Mr. Bryant?
Aye.
Mr. Painter?
Aye.
Ms. Small?
Aye. Motion carries. Item B, this is call for a public hearing, FY 2025. This is the Fayetteville City Schools budget. It will also be held on June the 11th, 2024 at 5 p.m. Do I have a motion to set this hearing?
So moved. Second.
Okay, motion made by Alderman Small, second by Alderman Alder. Is there any discussion on this matter? Can we call the vote?
Ms. Allen? Aye. Mr. Bryant?
Aye.
Mr. Painter?
Aye.
Ms. Small?
Aye.
Mr. Alder?
Aye.
Motion carries. Item C, this is the cost to install the air compressor, which was purchased some months ago with the ARPA funds. This is strictly a charge for labor to install in the amount, in your package you have an invoice for $2,600. Do I have a motion to approve this amount?
So moved.
Have a motion? Do I have a second?
Second.
Motion is made by Alderman Painter, second by Alderman Alder. Any discussion? Not Pam, we call the vote.
Mr. Bryant?
Aye.
Mr. Painter?
Aye.
Ms. Small? Aye. Mr. Alder?
Aye.
Ms. Allen? Aye.
Motion carries. Item D, this is striping roads on the square, particularly Elk and Market. We've been having some problems with people thinking that it's one way around the square, so we've got cars going in crazy directions. So we're going to double stripe those streets, and you have in your package the cost of being, this is $5,000, and this will be paid out of the state street aid. Do I have a motion?
Move to approve. Second.
Have a motion by Alderman Bryant, second by Alderman Alder. Any further discussion? Okay, we go vote.
Mr. Painter?
Aye.
Ms. Small? Aye. Mr. Alder?
Aye.
Ms. Allen? Aye. Mr. Bryant?
Aye.
Motion carries. Item E, this is you have an invoice in your package, and this is from Kerbers Incorporated, and this is to repair the Bellmead Drive. It's the concrete culvert, right now it's a metal culvert and it is collapsing, and this is the cost and estimate to pay for this construction, and it will be also coming out of the state street aid. Do I have a motion?
Move to approve.
Second. Have a motion by Alderman Bryant, second by Alderman Small. Any discussion?
Now, what is the city going to be working in? It says 62,000 plus 3,100. Are we doing the 3,100, or how? What all are we paying? Are we paying all of it?
All of it.
Paying all of it. Okay.
It's $62,000 is the estimate to replace the metal pipe with a concrete oval pipe, and then they will have head walls on each side, and then the estimated price for the concrete is the concrete that is there now is busting and collapsing also, so this will be to cover that back up.
Okay, I saw the state street aid and slash general funds. I thought the state might have been helping a little bit. My apologies. Okay.
No, okay. Do we vote on that? Okay. Okay, so, discussion, are we at discussion? Or, okay, any discussion? Any further discussion? Okay, Peyton, call the vote.
Ms. Small? Aye. Mr. Alder?
Aye.
Ms. Allen? Aye. Mr. Bryant?
Aye.
Mr. Painter?
Aye.
Motion carries. Item F, this is for employees to receive a $1,000 stipend once that they go to school and try to obtain their commercial license, driver's license. We need this particularly for the Public Works Department, because you have heavy trucks and machinery that they have to have a CDL license for. So to help them with that and the expenses, a stipend once they have completed it of $1,000. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion by Alderman Painter, second by Alderman Bryant, Vice Mayor Bryant. Any discussion? Pam, call the roll.
Mr. Alder?
Aye.
Ms. Allen? Aye. Mr. Bryant?
Aye.
Mr. Painter?
Aye.
Ms. Smith? Excuse me, Ms. Small? Aye.
Motion carries. Okay, we are at item G. This is Resolution R 2024-05. This is permission to apply for the Multimodal Access Grant. City Administrator kind of touched on this grant, and it will be to help us future with the sidewalks to continue around the square and throughout the downtown. Multimodal grants have to be spent on state right-of-ways. Do I have a motion for this resolution?
Motion to approve.
Second. Motion by Alderman Alder, second by Alderman Allen. Is there any further discussion? Pam?
Ms. Allen? Aye. Mr. Bryant?
Aye.
Mr. Painter?
Aye.
Ms. Small? Aye. Mr. Alder?
Aye.
The motion carries. Item H, this is Resolution R 2024-06. This is permission to apply for the Animal Friendly Grant. This came through the committees, and we have discussed this. I believe this is a $5,000 grant, and it will go to help with the cost of spay and neutering the animals and animal control. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion by Alderman Allen, a second by Alderman Painter. Any further discussion? Can we call it a vote?
Mr. Bryant?
Aye.
Mr. Painter?
Aye.
Ms. Small? Mr. Alder?
Aye.
Ms. Allen?
Aye. Motion carries. Next up is item I. It's Resolution R 2024-07. This is permission to apply for the Tennessee Youth Employment Program Grant. You have in your package the resolution and also a description, and also Parks and Recs Director Nathan Browning came before the committee and explained this. So this will help pay for, right now we're thinking some lifeguards this summer. So do I have a motion to apply for this grant?
So- Second.
Okay, so we have a motion by Alderman Allen, second by Alderman Painter. Any further discussion? Can you call the roll, please?
Mr. Painter?
Aye.
Ms. Small?
Aye.
Mr. Alder?
Aye.
Ms. Allen?
Aye.
Mr. Bryant?
Aye.
Motion carries. Item J, Resolution R 2024-08. This is to relinquish designation as a regional planning commission. You have before you this resolution. I believe this went through the county government, and where we had the urban growth boundary. This is being dissolved, and we must pass this resolution to move forward and give the authority back to the county. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
So we have a motion by Vice Mayor Bryant, second by Alderman Alder. Is there any further discussion? Can you call the vote?
Ms. Small?
Aye.
Mr. Alder?
Aye.
Ms. Allen?
Aye.
Mr. Bryant?
Aye.
Mr. Painter?
Aye.
Motion carries. Item K, this is a request of sale of the police canine. One of our canines, Rev, has reached his retirement status, and the police officer, the handler of this dog, would also like to purchase this dog. And do I have a motion with permission to sell?
So moved.
Second.
So we have a motion by Alderman Painter, second by Alderman Allen. Any further discussion? Okay.
Mr. Alder?
Aye.
Ms. Allen?
Aye.
Mr. Bryant?
Aye.
Mr. Painter?
Aye.
Ms. Small?
Aye. Motion carries. Item L, this is Lincoln paving bid for Don Davidson. The amount is $20,395, and this money the funds for this would be reallocated from the senior center paving project. You have the invoice in front of you. And do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Alderman Small, second Alderman Alder. Any further discussion?
Will this take care of all paving for Don Davidson completely?
No, not to my understanding. It's just the quad area in between the baseball fields where the concession is, and that was where the drainage project went through. Nathan, do you want to expand on that anymore?
It's basically from everywhere the mayor has just described, around the 4 ball fields and everywhere that there's pavement down there right now
Okay.
to cover up the
So not
drainage.
the big driving area, none of it, just right down to the middle where the Bay Ruth Field and the softball.
Correct, yes.
Okay, any further discussion? Penny, call the vote.
Ms. Allen? Aye. Mr. Bryant?
Aye.
Mr. Painter?
Aye.
Ms. Small?
Aye.
Mr. Alder?
Aye.
Motion carries. Item M, this is requesting permission to outsource and management for the Information Technology Department. This amount will be reallocated from funds of the salaries. You have before you the invoice on this expense. We will also have an in-house IT person, but this is to direct the major portion of the information technology. Do I have a motion?
Move to approve.
Second.
Motion by Vice Mayor Bryant, second Alderman Painter. And any further discussion? Okay, we call the vote.
Mr. Bryant?
Aye.
Mr. Painter?
Aye.
Ms. Small? Aye. Mr. Alder?
Aye.
Ms. Allen?
Aye. Motion carries. Item N, you have in your package a request to extend the approval to extend the term of the IT consultant, Jerry Taylor, who is a former IT director, for 60 additional days. This will expire June 30, 2024. Do I have a motion? Move to approve.
Second.
So I have a motion to extend by Alderman Allen, second by Alderman Alder. Any discussion on this item? Can we call it?
Mr. Painter?
Aye.
Ms. Small?
Aye.
Mr. Alder?
Aye.
Ms. Allen?
Aye.
Mr. Bryant?
Motion carries. Item O, this is FY24 Fayetteville City School Budget Amendment Number 4. You have a copy of that in your package. Do I have a motion for this amendment?
So moved.
Second.
Have a motion by Alderman Small, second by Alderman Alder. Any discussion? Can we call the roll?
Ms. Small?
Aye.
Mr. Alder?
Aye.
Ms. Allen?
Aye.
Mr. Bryant?
Aye.
Motion carries. Item P, FY24 Fayetteville City School. This is budget amendment number 5. You have the expenses in your package. Do I have a motion for this amendment?
So moved. Second.
Okay, so I have a motion by Alderman Small, a second by Alderman Alder. Now, is there any discussion? Can we call that?
Mr. Alder?
Aye.
Ms. Allen?
Aye.
Mr. Bryant? Mr. Painter?
Aye.
Ms. Small?
Motion carries. Item Q, this is also in your package. It is a cafeteria budget amendment from the Fayetteville City Schools. Do I have a motion for this amendment?
So moved. Second.
Have a motion by Alderman Allen, a second by Alderman Small. Any discussion? Hearing none, okay, we call the vote.
Ms. Allen? Aye. Mr. Bryant?
Aye.
Mr. Painter?
Aye.
Ms. Small?
Aye.
Mr. Alder?
Aye.
Motion carries. Item R, this is ordinance 2024-05 for the fiscal year 24, City of Fayetteville Budget Amendment Number 7. You have a list of the expenses of this amendment in your package. Do I have a motion for this ordinance?
Move to approve. Second.
A motion by Vice Mayor Bryant, second by Alderman Alder. Any discussion? Pam, we call the roll.
Mr. Bryant?
Aye.
Mr. Painter?
Aye.
Ms. Small?
Aye.
Mr. Alder?
Aye.
Ms. Allen?
Motion carries. Item S, this is an updated pay scale to include the animal control employees. If I'm correct, Director Garner, this is the current scale. This is just, we haven't changed any figures. We have just added these employees. Is that correct?
Animal control.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, do I have a motion to approve this addition? So moved.
Second.
So we have a motion by Alderman Small, second by Alderman Painter. Is there any discussion? Pam?
Mr. Painter?
Aye.
Ms. Small?
Aye.
Mr. Alder?
Aye.
Ms. Allen? Mr. Bryant?
Aye.
Motion carries. Item T, this is the police truck, which was approved in FY23 and not in the FY24 budget. The amount is $37,073. This will come from the capital funds. There was a miscommunication with the dealership and they failed to get this on order. Is that correct, Director Garner?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay. And so this is just to go ahead and purchase this vehicle, which was pre-approved. Do I have a motion? Okay, so I have a motion from Vice Mayor Bryant.
We're trying to get to the end of this.
Everybody else is the second. So, any discussion? If not, Pam, you can call the roll.
Ms. Small?
Aye.
Mr. Oliver?
Aye.
Ms. Allen? Aye. Mr. Bryant?
Aye.
Mr. Painter?
Aye.
Motion carries. Item U is Ralph Askins Tiger Tracks event permit. This event is being approved after the fact. This was the school where the kids take their little year-end walks. So I just need a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, so I've got a motion, Alderman Allen, second by Alderman Painter. Any discussion? Pam, will you call the roll?
Mr. Oliver?
Aye.
Ms. Allen? Aye. Mr. Bryant?
Aye.
Mr. Painter?
Aye.
Ms. Small?
Aye. The motion carries. Item V, this is the Middle Tennessee Vendor Blender Event Permit, May the 18th, and this has gone through the police department and approved. Do I have a motion for this event?
So moved.
Second. So I have a motion by Alderman Painter and a second by Alderman Small. Any discussion? Pam, we call a vote?
Ms. Allen? Aye. Mr. Bryant?
Aye.
Mr. Painter?
Aye.
Ms. Small?
Aye.
Mr. Oliver?
Aye.
Motion carries. Item W, this is the Fayetteville First United Methodist Church Vacation Bible School event permit. What they do is they shut down the alley between the church and the parking, the grassy area next door. And this event is June the 7th. And the time is located 5:30 to 7:30. So do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second. Motion by Alderman Painter, second by Alderman Small. Any, is there any discussion? Pam, will you call the roll?
Mr. Bryant?
Aye.
Mr. Painter?
Aye.
Ms. Small?
Aye.
Mr. Oliver? Ms. Allen? Aye.
Okay, item X. This is the Kids Fish and Rodeo. This is an annual event that we have in the June of each year. It's the date is June the 8th. Do I have a motion for the Kids Rodeo?
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion by Alderman Painter, a second by Alderman Allen. Any discussion? Pam, will you call the roll?
Mr. Painter?
Aye.
Ms. Small?
Aye.
Mr. Oliver?
Aye.
Ms. Allen? Aye. Mr. Bryant?
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay, item Y, and this is the Firecracker Chase event permit. It's June the 29th. This has also gone and been approved through the police department. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Alderman Painter, second by Alderman Allen. Any discussion on this event? Pam, will you call the roll?
Ms. Small?
Aye.
Mr. Oliver?
Aye.
Ms. Allen? Aye. Mr. Bryant?
Aye.
Mr. Painter?
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay, item Z, we made it through the alphabet. This is for the fireworks show event permit. That's the 4th of July event. It's June the 29th at Don Davidson Park. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second. So I have a motion by Alderman Alder, a second by Alderman Small. Any discussion? Can we call the roll?
Mr. Oliver?
Aye.
Ms. Allen? Aye. Mr. Bryant?
Aye.
Mr. Painter?
Aye.
Ms. Small?
Aye. Motion carries. Item AA. This is a recommendation for the FPU board appointment. I have sent the board a bio of Daniel Eldridge, and I also have, this is a replacement for a vacancy of Mr. Glenn Oldham. He served on the FPU board for quite some time. We sent condolences to the family. He will be sorely missed from this board. And this term expires June 30, 2025. So this will be to fulfill the term of Mr. Glenn Oldham. Do I have a motion to approve this recommendation? So moved.
Second.
Okay, so I have a motion by Alderman Small, a second by Alderman Allen. Any discussion? Okay, we call the roll.
Ms. Allen? Aye. Mr. Bryant?
Aye.
Mr. Taylor?
Aye.
Ms. Moore? Mr. Alder?
Okay, that motion is approved. Thank you so much. This concludes our main meeting, and this meeting is adjourned. Thank you.